portrait business, there's a wedding business, and each of them have their own kind of specific little points of entry, but everybody might find their own path.
I wasn't one of those people that were born knowing what I wanted to do. It took me a long time to get there, not until my early 30s.
I just felt like I couldn't provide for my family. And I knew I had some talent, but I just couldn't find myself in this world.
And I was at an exhibit, and I went outside, and I was thinking, and it just, like a lightning bolt, it hit me. I'm gonna be a photographer. And ever since that day, my life was changed.
What could I do on the weekends to really help supplement my income? And I go, wedding photography. I always loved photography. Maybe I could do it.
I was 18, 19 years old. I wanted to shoot fashion or Playboy or, like something an 18-year-old boy would want to do.
Well, my wife volunteered me to shoot a wedding. I was a hotel executive, didn't want to do it, and thought it was beneath me, even though now looking back, my pictures at the time were atrocious.
I worked in a color lab in Hollywood for about a year because I kind of wanted to learn color, which they didn't teach in the college and the high school classes that I took. I realized quickly that I didn't want to process other people's photos. I wanted to shoot. I knew somebody that worked in a photography studio, and the opening happened to be in the wedding department.
We left the house, and the bride, Brittany, she comes running out the door, and she says, "Jason, I want you to shoot my wedding." And I turned around and I said to her, "Why?" And she said, "I just have a good feeling about you."
So I learned in newspapers how to shoot. That's what I was doing.
Right out of college, I started as a photo intern. I always wanted to be in journalism through college, and that I was really fortunate enough to start as an intern and then hired full-time.
In newspaper photography, you do a little bit of everything. You do food, you do fashion, you do lots of sports.
In my previous life, I was married, and unfortunately, we go cheapskate and did not hire wedding photographers. We thought, hey, we save a lot of money, but then afterwards, like, oh my God, what have we done? So we start looking at other people's wedding pictures and start looking at how people take wedding pictures.
One person contacted me and said, "Hey, I think I got a perfect fit for you." And I landed that job. And from that one job, I said, "Whoa, this is amazing. I love this. I can't believe it. I found something."
Start shooting friends and family's wedding, and then start being professionals.
I broke into wedding photography just assisting another photographer in Orange County, a great guy who was looking for kind of a protege, someone to refer work to.
I've become a wedding photographer after attending Scott Robert Lin's workshop in China.
Before you know it, instead of making $10,000 a year, I was making $10,000 a wedding and getting flown all around the world to do photography, and I just feel so blessed to be a photographer.
I just couldn't stop thinking about, being a full-time wedding photographer, because being in that workshop, that gives me I guess an idea of what it would be like to be a destination wedding photographer, because I get to travel around the world, take pictures of good-looking couple, in amazing monuments such as the Great Wall of China. So why not just make this thing into a lifetime profession?
I assisted him the first summer on a ton of weddings and just fell in love with it. I fell in love with just being at a party every weekend, being around people at a really cool day of their lives where everyone's happy and positive. And I'm like, man, if I could do this every weekend, I'm in.